everyone. Let's talk about life in general a little bit. Let's have a little chit chat. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Julia. I am just someone that likes to document their life, share my authentic life and thoughts with you. And while I'm trying to figure out my life at the same time. And yeah, let's get into it. I have tried to film the same video for a million times now because I'm just struggling so much with the fact that I feel like my subjects are not good enough. I feel like my aesthetic is not good enough. I feel like what I'm saying is not good enough. It's not cohesive enough. I'm not expressing myself well enough. And yeah, I'm just getting a little bit frustrated because I feel like maybe I'm being so hard on myself and it's hard to stop. I haven't made a video in over a week. And I feel like I have so much to say, but I'm struggling to really put my thoughts into one package, or I don't know. I guess I kind of feel like I should be a certain way in order for people to like me and watch me. I feel like me just rambling is not interesting, and I don't know. I am struggling with not being perfect, not looking perfect, and also the pressure of I want to create content, I want to put myself out there, I want to showcase my true authentic life. And the fact is, I'm not perfect. I don't have the perfect aesthetic life. I don't look perfect. My hair is a little messy, and I guess I'm comparing myself to a lot of creators that I personally enjoy watching on YouTube. And I feel like the way I show up, I should my content should look like theirs, and the way I talk should be like they talk, or I don't know, when they put their thoughts together, it's this perfect package, whereas I feel like I'm just rambling. I'm I'm saying a million times and I'm getting frustrated because I really want to film this video. I really want to put out content, but I'm just being so hard with myself of I don't know if what I'm saying and what I'm putting out is good enough. And I'm trying to remind myself that because I really value authenticity and being real, and I want my channel to be about those things. So in order for it to be about those things, I have to be okay with showing up the way I show up, and not me thinking I have to show up in a way that someone else would show up. That makes no sense, that I would want to be like someone else or show up as someone, show up like someone else, I don't know if that made any sense. But those are just some thoughts I'm having. And I don't know what this video is really about. I guess it's just another ramble about life, and about how I'm feeling. I always sit down and think I'm thinking I have this concept, especially recently. I've had these okay, I'm gonna talk about this topic and whatever. And then when I sit down and I try to talk about that subject, I just end up like rambling, and then I end up deleting the videos and never posting it. And then I'm really thinking like, oh, I should actually film a video about this topic that's like the perfectionism and whatever. And I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I guess this is a reminder for everyone, and for myself especially, that I can show up even when I don't feel like I'm ready. And I should show up, and you should show up even when you don't feel like you're perfect, and even when you don't feel like you're like polished enough. And I just realized also, because I have this new camera that I've been looking into, like not the camera, the actual camera, just I have been looking at myself. So apologies for that. I'm trying to do better now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remind myself basically that I am good enough the way I am, and the way I show up. If people want to watch those like very aesthetic and perfectly polished creators, they will go watch them. They are not trying to watch my videos if they want to see that, you know? So maybe this is for the people that are not like perfectly polished and not the most aesthetic, even though I would want to be, but it's just not me, you know? I like to look good, and I like to present myself in a nice way, but also a lot of things that I am are like messy. Like my hair is always a mess. Like even when I do my hair, it's always like I like a little bit of a mess. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to accept myself as I am, and trying to accept the messy parts of me. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's making me realize that, yeah, I am not this like perfect person that I feel like I always wanted to present and always wanted to show up as. I've been called a perfectionist a lot of times, and I've been called neurotic a lot of times too. Because I used to be really particular with my environment. Like my home used to be always, when I was living by myself, I was crazy about everything looking and being perfect. And now that I'm living with my partner and it's impossible to have our home perfect at all times and looking aesthetic, I guess I'm coming to terms with it that like it's okay to be messy. My home doesn't have to be the most aesthetic there is, and I don't have to look the most aesthetic like ever. I don't have to have my hair in a certain way. Like, I can just be myself, and that's okay. Like, I want to remind myself of that it's okay to be messy. It's okay to be imperfect. And still show up, you know? Because I feel like it also applies to maybe showing up when it comes to like nutrition and when it comes to going to the gym. I feel like I'm always chasing perfection. Like if I don't go to the gym this amount of times per this week, like the whole week is ruined. Or if I don't eat perfectly the whole week is ruined. But I'm starting to kind of learn that like I can have days when I don't go to the gym, if I really don't feel like it, and I can eat off plan for a whole month and still get back to my regular eating habits, and it's gonna be okay, you know? And that's just life, and that's also part of me. Like, that's the way I am, maybe. This went into a whole nother ramble that I was not expecting, to be honest. Because once I started talking about this perfectionism stuff, I actually started to realize stuff. I'm like, like, I guess the reason why I have been putting pressure on my YouTube channel and how I show up is because I have always kind of saw myself in a way like very like perfect and very aesthetic. And now that I'm like filming and I'm realizing that I am not that person. I'm just not. Even though I would like to be, I'm not. It kind of reminds me of childhood, because as a kid, my room was a mess. Like, I was not organized at all. And then what actually kind of changed me was me starting to pretend. I literally started to pretend that I was organized and that I really liked things in order, when in reality I did not. But I wanted to appear that way. Yeah, I remember that. When I was maybe like 8 or 9 or whatever. And then eventually at some point I just kind of became that person that really mattered, like having my home really organized and really clean mattered a lot. To the point where people have said in my family like I'm neurotic or whatever. And then kind of like this, making this video, it's kind of hitting me that maybe I've been pretending to be something that I'm actually deep down like not so much. Like, I don't know. Again, I've been rambling for like 15 minutes and this is the point where I'm thinking, what are you saying? Like, can you stop rambling and make sense of yourself? And I want to quit this whole video and I want to delete it, but maybe I should not, you know? This was a good insight, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's so funny that I'm like, this is truly my journal. Because as I'm saying things, I'm realizing them at the same time, which is kind of pretty cool. And I'm hoping any of that made sense to you, because it made sense to me in a way. I guess the whole point of that ramble is that I used to think that I was some sort of way, and that's why I held myself to such a high standard. Like, yeah. And now I'm kind of realizing I'm not that person. Like, I'm not the perfect polished person. I'm a little messy. I am a little unpolished. I am not, like, I'm just not perfect. You know? Yeah. And that's okay. Because I'm just me. And yeah, that should be enough. And that's how I should want to show up as. Just being me. Not pretending to be anyone else, not pretending to be perfect, not pretending to have it all figured out, not pretending like I know exactly what I'm saying and saying everything in a perfectly polished package. Yeah, I don't have to do that. I guess I'm realizing that. I was supposed to chit chat about other stuff too, but I guess I'm just gonna leave this here maybe, because I feel like this is a video on its own about realizing about perfection, like realizing what kind of person you are through just talking to a camera. It's pretty interesting, I would say. I hope you enjoyed this very, very, very random ramble. I hope you got something from it. I hope you realized that the only way to show up is really by being yourself. Like, that's the only way you can show up, and you should show up. Not you can show up. I mean, that is really the only way you should show up to every situation in life. Not pretending to be anything that you're not, not trying to be something that you're not comparing yourself to other people, how they show up, because that's not you. The only way to show up in this life is by being yourself. I guess that's my takeaway from the video. Thanks for watching if you did. Please leave a comment down below on what else you would want to see. I don't know if anyone wanted to see this, but if you chose to watch this video, then you're welcome. Yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.